Hello, Coach Onoa here, and we're talking about firsts today, and specifically your first work conference alcohol free. So I don't know about you, but I do know that work conferences can often involve a lot of alcohol, right? From the social hour when you arrive to the dinner to the events. Sometimes there can be a lot of alcohol at those type of functions. So let's talk today about going alcohol free, how it really becomes your secret superpower to connecting, to enjoying, and for creating the experience that you want to have there. So, a couple of things that can help really set this up. For me, when I'm in my first, I like to kind of do a lot of extra visualizing and little extra planning just to really kind of calm myself and to put in place what could be possible there for me at the event. So, one really effective way to do this is a tactic we share called a buddy, a plan, and an excuse. So when you run through these, we're going to plan for these three things. You'll find that it really helps you visualize the event and kind of run through like what that will look like and how you want to feel when you arrive and you're there. So the first part is a buddy. So find a buddy. This Naked Mind has amazing community, right? Find maybe somebody who you can connect with while you're there on your trip that you can just check in with. Maybe it's someone at home who knows what you're doing. Maybe it's a good friend or a family member, or maybe it's even someone at the work conference. You never know. So having someone you can connect with is just a great touch point as you're getting ready, as you're thinking about it, like heading down there, like just somebody who really knows and is in your corner. That way it can feel really, really supportive. The next part is having a plan. So create a plan. This is where the visualizing comes into place. Like what do I want to feel when I'm there? Like what will I be drinking? What will I say? Right? All of those things are part of planning. So maybe you could call ahead to the restaurant and find out if there's alcohol-free drinks or what options are there. Call ahead to the hotel if you're staying somewhere and see if you can have something maybe delivered. Think about what you could bring in your bag. There's all kinds of creative things that you can make and have to bring with you that might be a really special kind of treat to have when you're at the dinner. So thinking of some things like that can be really helpful. Also, thinking about what you're going to say. So it's nice to think about this ahead of time because I've been caught on the other side when I hadn't really thought about this and I didn't quite know what to say. So depending if you're telling people or not, it's totally up to you. It's your journey and your choice. But having something that feels true to you that you can just quickly say can just kind of let the night like flow, right? So maybe you're all sitting at dinner and someone's like, "Oh, can I get you a drink?" Or what are you having to drink? And you're like, "Oh, I'm doing Sober October and it has been amazing. I would love to tell you about it. So cool. Let me tell you, whatever, depending on the month, of course, that you're doing it. Or maybe you're saying, like, oh, I've been doing a sugar cleanse and it's been amazing. I'm on a real health kick right now. And so I'm really like focused on that this month. Great, right? Or sometimes even answering yes, like, hey, are you having something to drink? Yes, I'm having sparkling water because I am so dehydrated. That's going to be awesome. So having something quick to say, depending on what you want to say and how you want to bring this up, can just ease everything. And you'll notice that at that point, once you kind of make it through that point, the rest of the night has a lot of momentum. So it's pretty cool to think about that ahead of time. It also lets you focus on how you want to feel. Like, how am I going to feel? It's really pretty connected to me. Like, this is an experiment. I haven't done this work conference before. I've got my drink. Let's see. Let's see how I feel. And then the excuse. Having something, again, you've thought of ahead of time, maybe is your quick exit. Maybe it's that time in the night where you're like, and it's time to go, right? Where maybe people are heading to the bar or who knows what you do want to do or what you don't want to do, you can navigate. But having a quick answer, oh, I promised my kids I would call them before bed. Or I'm going to wake up super early and be doing a walk around the city. So I'm going to check in a little early, right? Having some things like that can be really helpful as well. So the next part of this is checking in with yourself. This work event, right? You might be traveling a far distance. You might be navigating the airports, right? All of those type of things. How often did we use alcohol? At least I did for that kind of experience. So a thing that was really, really supportive for me in these first times and continues to be is stopping, even setting a timer and a reminder on your phone to take a breath. I like to put my hand on my heart and check in with myself. And I ask, what do I need right now? That's it. Just ask the question. Ask, what do I need right now? And see in a little bit of that stillness what the answer is. Like, I need to sit down, right? I need to have some water. I need to get a breath of air. Checking in with yourself throughout the conference, I'm telling you, it is a game changer. We're around a ton of people, it's busy, there might be presentations that you're doing, all of those things. Checking in with yourself is going to be, it's going to offer you so much. And don't worry if you don't exactly know the answer right away. I'm telling you, the act of checking in, taking a breath, and being there for you says so much. Maybe it was just that breath. Maybe it was just a moment of stillness thinking like, all right, it got me here. It got me. Those type of things are going to really, really support you through the experience. So I invite you to stay curious and do that too. The final thing is what about ahead of time, right? Like thinking about our thoughts, right? What do we want to create there? If I want to feel calm and connected and creative or inspired, right? What would I need to be thinking before I go to the event? And this can just help us be really mindful about all that chatter, like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be so stressful, or I don't know how I'm gonna figure this all out, right? Sometimes that can create a lot of tension in us. And that happens. We have those thoughts, but just staying really curious about them and offering yourself perhaps little windows to say, like, oh, I'm willing to see how this experience could be really, really awesome to connect. What if, right? Like, this is the time where I can really show up and do these things at my work that I've been wanting to do and say, right? Like just open to the possibility of what else is possible here. Like that can really shift. And what I find is when I'm feeling those nerves and anxiety, if I can find a way to shift to curiosity, so much opens from there. So words like I wonder or what if, right, can really expand and open up to the possibility of what this could really be like, right? All right, amazing. I can't wait to hear what your experience is like, where and what you can be open to in creating in this amazing, amazing alcohol-free journey. All right, talk to you later.